friends. Christmas
Going
trees starting to come
live.
up.
Yes, everyone. And I'm just going to do a little bit of adjustment here because we do want to see our notes, and maybe we don't get to have our notes because that's just how life is. Oh, here we go. Welcome, everyone. Welcome.
Live. So we're live right now then? Okay.
We are live. So
Wow. Are we starting a little? We're starting a little early, so we've got to give them a minute.
we
to join.
are. We are. I was just chatting with Grace. Oh, we
Yeah.
got a little heart.
Hi.
Maybe that's just me
Aw.
showing. I'm just gonna like send a love to me
Yeah.
there. So if anyone joins us, we always do these things last minute, and that's just how we are. I was just chatting with Grace because there was a song coming through me, and I was looking up some of the words and their meanings, and I was like, wow, that is so appropriate for me right now
Yeah.
in my life. And it's awesome. And I'm going to be putting it on the back of another meditation in the next CD that we're going to do. And so we're giving you
Well, not the
sneak
next,
peek.
I mean, because of the 5-minute ones.
It will
Oh.
be in a 5-minute.
Okay. Anyway, we're editing it, but I guess we're adding another meditation.
We are. I told her. She just forgot.
Oh yeah, we are adding one. Yes, that's correct. I mean, I thought you were adding.
Sandy says, I am landing at the local lake park in a minute.
Awesome. She'll be able to join us in a minute.
Sweet.
And we kind of started this just a tad early, so give people just a minute to join in. That would be awesome.
She might be like doing Lyft driving.
Yeah.
Look at our fans are so wide and varied. It's awesome.
Yes.
Anyways,
it's fabulous.
Love that, Sandy. We're going to be talking about welcome the morning and how to start your morning off in a sweet spot. Now, I don't know if you're like me, but recently with all the shifts that are happening, there's been a lot of chaotic energy that I've been feeling. And waking up in the morning and touching base in a positive energy can really mean a huge difference in your day.
I noticed this too, Gwen. I gave myself this goal after when I got back from a conference. Okay, every morning I'm going to spend 30 minutes. I'm going to force myself and my brain, who wants to constantly be doing, right, to sit and be with myself. It was challenging, but there were some really cool experiences that I had, and it was quite peaceful and empowering for me. But then I started, kind of shifting from that. And, I have a tendency to get up and be like, okay, what do I have to do? What do I have to do? What do I have to do? And then in the middle of the day, I'm all grumpy. And I'm like, why am I feeling grumpy? It's because I haven't taken care of myself, right? I haven't paid attention to me. So I know that for some people that, that can happen, right? And not just that, but you're like sitting there going, okay, I'm with myself. What's the point? I mean, sometimes it's nice to have some guidance, right?
Yes, and that is where we come in. Now, yeah, and for some of you, just even 5 minutes being with yourself can be a real benefit. And we will, I will be putting out some meditations that are super short coming up. But this first meditation CD is one that things are from 13 minutes to 25 minutes, 30 minutes, depending on what meditation you're in. But it gives you a way to hold yourself in that position for a while because something's helping guide you through it. And you get to experience some different things about meditation, some skills that are going to be beneficial to you as you journey in this kind of meditation world that we have. And so we start out with one really that's focusing. The first one is just an easy one about breath work, kind of focused on it.
Now, Gwen says easy. I'm sorry. Gwen says easy, but that means easy for someone who's been doing meditation for 10 years. No, I mean, it's definitely doable.
I've been doing it for way longer than 10 years.
You've been doing it way longer than 10 years. but it's doable and it's flexible also. So don't feel intimidated and just do your best, and you'll grow into it. And it's extremely powerful. Let me tell you. Whew.
And this is it. The first one is Welcome the Morning, the Rising Sun Meditation. And so you'll be working with your breath work and seeing, being with the sun as it rises and feeling that energy within your body, and helping that spread through your system. So it's a gorgeous, gorgeous, soft meditation.
It's really very, it's hard to describe, but it gets to the core of you very quickly.
Yeah. It uses phrases, and I use a lot of phrases with the I am statement in them to really help bring you into a specific energy and a resonance. And as soon as you say I am, your whole system starts to open and be in a state of expansiveness, of expansive awareness. And then as you use those words to help lead you through the meditation, it can be really magical. It's quite fabulous.
Okay, I do have a question for you, Gwen. So
Yeah.
how many years have you been doing meditation?
I think it's almost 20 years now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there have been some days where where she's meditated like for at least an hour. I'm like, how?
There,
How?
I really pushed myself like a couple of years back, and I took a challenge through Kyle Cease, and he's like every single day, an hour. And there were days where I found myself 3 hours meditating. And it was, I mean, there were some like exquisite and profound experiences that occurred with that. It's something that I don't necessarily recommend for everyone, but hey, if you're gung ho, be gung ho.
Yeah.
If you're feeling the calling and you're feeling a magic and the shifts that can occur during that process, why not enjoy it? There can be so, rather than watching a Netflix film that you don't even really like. I'm talking to myself right now. It's just to pass the time, just being able to, spend some time with yourself, breathing, getting to know yourself is awesome. Sandy says, yes, there are fairly simple to apply. Doesn't matter when your morning is. Sandy just got early access to our CD, our meditation CD.
So should we share the link with them? Just
the link is Gwen Juvenal. I'm going to type it in, Gwen Juvenal .here, as in I'm listening here, now.com.
Thank you for that comment, Sandy. That's awesome. They are. I mean, most of them I would say you could do anytime, but they're really extremely powerful in the morning, to start your day out right. So you can use them anytime, really.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And one of those that is very particular in that sense, that's very flexible, is the lighting of the candle and the burning of the incense, which is a traditional opening into meditation for a lot of Buddhists. And me being involved in two different kind of Buddhist sects and Buddhist sanghas, it was fun for me to kind of combine the two a little bit and kind of offer something a little bit original using some very sacred phrases that I use in my practice, along with some others that are traditionally used. There's the traditional chants that are included there, which are so, so cool. But you can use this at any time during the day. It's just often people get up at 5 o'clock in the morning or 6 o'clock in the morning and want to do their meditations. And I wanted to offer that to people. The next one that we do, I'm here looking at my notes to see where what we're doing. I'm going to scooch my screen in because I I'm not sure. This we're doing the
I have the
inhaling and
phonetics.
rest. I am the inhale.
Oh, that's awesome.
Still in the light one, in the breath one. I am the sun, the morning sun. You guys, you got to have that. Next one is the body loving meditation.
So
This one
sweet.
is so sweet. I love it.
Yeah.
I really wanted to include one that really connected yourself with your body and allowed anything that needed to be heard or felt to be seen and heard and loved. And especially when you get older, you know, there's bound to be some aches and pains, and it's wonderful to have a meditation where you can offer love to anything that gets to be heard in your body. And so that's the basis of this loving body meditation.
For me, I've discovered over the last few years that the body is the key in, like, really in the healing process, really listening to the body and recognizing what it's storing. You know, it's storing all the messages, all the beliefs, all the aches, all the trauma. It's got it all in there. And you just simply need to look inward in order to start that process of healing. And you know what? Our bodies do so much for us. It's just a beautiful thing that we have them, and to be able to treat them with a little tenderness as you start the day, and a little thoughtfulness, a little attention, a little love is just so beautiful. It's I think this is one where I edited, I was on the second edit and added the music and so forth to it. And, you know, it's so funny when I get to go through this process. I'm tearing up and I'm crying and I'm going through this process as I'm editing. And, you know, it's really, really powerful to pay attention to your body in this manner.
Yeah. And we use the words, I use the words, good morning, dear. And then you talk to your body in a loving way. And also in the introduction, it talks about how you can change this up a little bit. You can talk to yourself and say, good morning, dear lover, or good morning, dear inner child. Whatever
good morning, dear sexy lady.
Diva.
Good morning, dear, you know, business
entrepreneur,
you millionaire, or whatever. I don't know.
Whatever you want to do. Yeah. Anyways, so in this way, this meditation can easily be adapted to that way. And in that way, you embrace that aspect within yourself and allow yourself to feel the energy of that within your body, and just give it love and allow it to be present within you. Sandy says, my challenge is that you listen to the excuses I make for not meditating. Right. When it takes too long, I look at how much time
I took on Facebook thinking meditation
takes time. It does. Well, it doesn't take, I mean, you can look at it as it takes time. You always have the same amount of time, but part of it is like, dang, you know, do I want to spend some time investing in me? And the great thing about meditation is you never know what the experience is going to be like. And you get to hand that over kind of to the universe and to yourself. And it's always something new and different if you allow it to be.
Yeah.
If you open yourself in curiosity and say, I wonder what this meditation is going to be like. I wonder what's going to be new today, or I wonder what I'm going to see into deeper today. And so as you open up and are with your curiosity in that, instead of having it be a weight, it can shift entirely for you. The experience of saying, oh, it's time to meditate.
Yeah, it could be an adventure. And it doesn't, you know, these meditations, some of them are, you know, just over 10 minutes or so. So, you know, you don't have to be like, oh, in order for me to meditate, I have to spend an hour on this. No, you don't.
No. Yeah. Yeah. Some of the most effective meditations are under 10 minutes. It's really fabulous. I'm reading what Sandy says. Yes, love your purposeful wordplay. Yes, my purposeful wordplay. And for me, when I think about meditation, I don't tell myself, I'm going to meditate. I tell myself, it's time for me to play.
Or it's time to have an adventure.
It's time for me to have an adventure. And then I sit and I open up And
That's a good
maybe
way of
I ask
looking
a
at it.
question or say, what is good for me to attend to today? And that is one of the things that one of these meditations does.
Mhm.
And this meditation is one that I often do in the morning. I have a little bit more complex version of it, but I share it with you. And this 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 this
It's
meditation
really cool.
it's called I'm Aware, I Invite, and I Ask. And the experience is so beautiful. It's like you're sitting and you invite in the golden light energy of you all that you are, and it leads you through opening up as the lotus, um and saying these certain statements. Of course, I am, or using the word
And then I am aware.
I am aware.
That's a
And
big
I'm
one.
aware, and allowing intelligence to help you become aware of things that are important for you, things that perhaps you don't recognize during your day as you walk around. And it's so beautiful. And then recognizing what you want to invite into your experience. And then
Yeah.
recognizing you're asking and it arriving and feeling its presence kind of in this whole beautiful energetic matrix that we are. Matrix isn't bad, you guys, okay? Matrix is like we get to live, and so we're in a matrix, right? So so it already being received and feeling like this amazing love. Oh gosh. Okay. You're gonna make me wig out on that one.
Yeah.
I'm
this is
not,
a
you're
really
not
good
making
one.
me wig out. I just am. I'm wigging out on it when I talk about these things and get drawn into them. I'm like, that is such a freaking cool experience. I'm excited for millions of people to experience that and see what comes through them. Now, these meditations, that's what I like about them, is they're not telling you what you're going to receive. They're not telling you, the secret. They're allowing it to come through you. And this is a key in everything that I do, everything that I share in my soul play. It's a journey for you to take, and you get to find your golden nuggets. Okay. You get to find them. Yeah.
But I love that the balance is really great because you're guiding them in a way that takes them to the place that is necessary to be able to get those golden nuggets. But you don't tell them what they are,
Sandy
And
says that one was a lotus one was very powerful and revealing.
yeah.
Yeah.
And every single time you do it, it's going to be different. It's just being present in the moment.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to be different. And every single one of these will be different each time you try it. If you are open to it, it's really, really exciting in that sense. So.
Yeah. Okay. Another one that we've got here in
Oof.
these 6 magical practices is the dream integration one.
Mhm.
And this one I had a lot of fun with because it was kind of experimental for me. And every time I go through and create one of these, there's a huge process that occurs and a dance that occurs within them. And of course, because I go into meditation and I'm like, well, let's see what happens now. Um, it what happens is things start to morph and change and shift, and I start to realize and see what's coming forward in the meditation. And I started realizing, oh my gosh, this meditation is so powerful because it acknowledges the connection between what we consider to be the nighttime world, the dream world, and the reality that we play in every single day,
which is a dream that we
which
created.
is this dream world.
So but the daydream world.
But the nighttime dream world, our subconscious is playing and working out and trying to fit things together and all these kinds of things, sending us messages that maybe our cognitive mind is not quite getting, right? And so this was a beautiful, beautiful meditation to uncover. That's what oftentimes I'm feeling I'm doing, is I'm uncovering the meditation. And I also really am excited because in the future I'm going to be tying this into another kind of meditative practice that I do, which is called In My World. And it is so fabulous because you can be with this meditation and also say, I'm wanting to feel and experience this certain quality in my life more. I'm wanting to see what it can look like in my world. and you can simply go through the process, and it naturally, most vibrantly leads you through that experience. And you come out the other end in the energy of this new you, in this new world. It's so, so powerful. So I'm excited for everyone to experience that dream world integration.
Yeah,
Fun.
this process is really interesting. Gwen basically creates these and goes through this process of experiencing and then recognizing what they are, and then making a few adjustments and so forth, and clearing things up, and then we record it, and first I get a hold of it, make a few comments, then we record, then with this one, Gwen did the first round of edits, and then it's like, wait a minute, oh, that needs to be shorter. Let's slice this in half or whatever, do whatever we need to do. And then I get a hold of it, and I might make a few more comments, or I might cut a few things, or I might adjust a few things, but usually not a ton at that point. I wouldn't do that to Gwen normally. and then I'm dealing with finishing up the edits and adding music or sound effects or whatever I feel is important for the meditation. And so it's quite an extensive process. It's just not, let's just rip one out. Today it's all done.
Yeah.
One day.
I would love to do. I mean, in some ways, I feel like I do that, and I'm like, oh, that was just a little part of the process.
Yeah.
I've really been having fun learning more, developing more in my recording skills, because you sit there, and Grace is a professional vocal artist and has her own studio. And so I'm sitting there, talking into a mic, and Grace is teaching me how to speak.
I'm like, okay, Gwen, we got to do some vocal exercises here now.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. So it's a learning process for all of us, really, in how to get this done effectively, in a reasonable amount of time, but provide something that's really profound for people to listen to and enjoy. So hopefully that process will become a little bit more smoother, but it's just astounding to go back and listen to things that we've created and go, oh my gosh, we really did that.
Yeah, it's so great. I wanted to say really quickly, the last meditation that we had, which is, I wrote it thinking, oh, this is going to be a 5-minute reboot. I'm doing the 5-minute reboot album. I've got actually 2 almost ready to go. So exciting. I love them. But I started just thinking, oh, this is going to be a 5-minute reboot. No. It is awesome, though. It is a kind of an experience of being able to be rooted, grounded, and feeling this energetic blooming of you in your soul, and the natural process that can occur with that as you are with your light and with your love. And
the amount of love that comes, that's created, and that you uncover in that meditation is just gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. And even though it's very simple, it's just, it can be a very deep meditation for those who are willing to step into that. It's really beautiful.
Yeah, I think that one's 13 to 15 minutes.
I think it's around 13.
Yeah. So it's beautiful. So those are the 6 magical practices that you kind of do in the morning. How to start your morning off right. The easiest thing that I can say is gratitude and love. If you can feel those before you rise up out of the bed, or as you sit up and you prepare yourself for the day, even if it's just the experience of you saying, damn, I am grateful for my life and that I can experience what I'm experiencing, no matter what it looks like, no matter what, no matter where I'm going, WTF, what the heck is going on? Like, even in that WTF, I'm trying to be whatever, you can say, damn, life can be interesting and not predictable. And look at how I can see myself in life differently now.
Yeah.
And I have a totally different new view. And I think what's really great right now is that there's so many people out here walking and sharing and showing support for that process, because we are renewing ourselves, and we get to and we have to.
And it's happening regularly. It's
Yeah.
it's hard to escape that. It's just the way this world is shifting and changing. It requires us to pay attention.
It does. And
Yeah.
and breathe.
Yes.
And breathe. Yes.
Breathing. Oh, breathe. Yes. I wanted to mention something that's kind of unique about this particular album. Sorry, I say that incorrectly, and I'm a voice artist. How embarrassing. Okay. Is that Gwen provides an introduction to them, and it's a separate file. So, for instance, once you've listened to the introduction, and it can explain some things about the meditation so that you know what it is before you start the meditation, so you know which meditation you want to listen to, right? That's convenient, number one, so that you're not 20 minutes into a meditation going, that wasn't what I wanted to listen to, right? You can listen to the introduction beforehand, and sometimes it gives some guidance, some insights, some things that you can do to prepare, which is great. But then once you've listened to that, you know the meditation, you've listened to it, you don't have to listen to that introduction again. You can just go straight to the meditation. So I think that's really cool, and not all meditation albums do that. And so take advantage of that to figure out what you want to listen to first. Listen to the introduction and go, oh, I want to try that one out. And then go for it and see if you like it. So that's my suggestion.
Yeah. Sandy's mentioning something that's really important. Starting out your morning right is putting these meditations into a routine. Getting something that feels really comfortable and natural for you. Like for me, sometimes the best thing is just to lay in my bed when I open my eyes. I might have my headphones right at my side and just be like, and just listen and enjoy and bring that brightness into my day. If you're someone who is like, I have to get up, I have to get moving, then you can also just go to, you can put it in your car, on your drive to work. And that can be a morning routine for you to just kind of put you in a nice, peaceful space.
Yeah, or if you get up and you stretch, or you do a little bit of exercise or whatever, walking in the morning, take that along with you and see how it adds to what you're already doing.
Yeah, that's a really great idea.
Yeah.
So any and all of these can be done while you're moving, being with your body, or just you may decide to lay back and focus on the breath, whatever works for you.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I'll take a deep breath now. Yeah. Breathing is so important, guys.
Perfect. Love it.
Sandra's mentioning that.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thanks so much for checking in on this. Once again, I'm going to put in the chat what the link is for you to check this out right now. It's free for a couple of days. Yeah. So please check it out. The link is Gwen Juvenal.
And Juvenal as in Juvenal. .here as in HEAR now.com.
Here, HEAR.
Yep. Yeah.
So GwenJuvenal.herenow.com. And just sending our love to everyone. Yeah. We're having fun doing these. Make sure to share it with someone that you care about. If you feel inspired, share it with anyone. Share it with a group you're involved with. Yeah. Whatever, if you're in a meditation group, if you're reading a really amazing book, share it. Share it with these people. Say, hey, if you're in a book club, I was going to say, you can say, let's start out our meeting with a meditation.
Oh my
goodness. Of course,
goodness.
This is me, Goofy Gwen. But just hope that you can find a way to integrate these in your life and start your morning off right, with breath, with thankfulness, with honing into your spark, expanding and allowing more awareness to enter into your life and be embodied in it. This is what's important. Something that's very specific with these is that they are they're designed to really become a part of your everyday action. They're designed as an embodiment. They're encouraging an embodiment of these energies in your body as you walk through your life. In fact, at the end of a lot of them, they're just like, take this energy with you through your day, like whatever this energy is. And I do that with all of my work, but this is something that I encourage everyone to do. Meditation doesn't have to be a thing that you cut off and you segment yourself. Meditation and the energy that's there is meant to be brought into your life, into your everyday. And every moment you know that, you can sit in your work and you can say, oh gosh, I need to take a nice deep breath right now. I'm going to spend 1 2 minutes even taking a breath and centering and feeling this energy and expansiveness that I truly am while I'm feeling this stress in my life. And that's the way you take the bull by the balls, okay?
You know, one thing that I noticed before we end is it's hard, the present, like when you're really in the present, not when you're thinking about this, that, or the other, but when you're really within yourself, with your breath in the moment. It's much harder to have anxiety or have even depression, even if you have severe depression, when you are with yourself completely in that moment.
Yeah.
And you hone into yourself and your higher self and all that you are. You can't help but be in, what do you want to call it? Peace? You know, what's the right word? It is just simply being. Well, and being is so powerful. Just simply allowing yourself to be, at least for me, because I've got issues with that one that I'm working on.
Yeah, there are different layers and layers of it. There's equanimity. You can say equanimity.
Yeah.
And some people avoid really being with themselves because maybe they have a lot of anxiety and they don't want to be with it. If you are with someone and you walk through it with someone who's really trained, who can help guide you, you can see how you can hold it and manage it. And there's a much larger expansive feeling of you that you're experiencing, even if that anxiety is present. There's more to it than that. Yeah. And so this is just something I encourage you, if you've resisted before and you're like, no, I can't be with that because then it becomes so painful. Try to be with some people who really know how to lead you in amazing meditation work, and allow it to help move and transform the energy that you're experiencing. Because what my experience is, the deeper you go, the freer you get. And there's a point where you feel like it's like, oh no. And as soon as you break through that resistance, that zone, there's an expansiveness that's so great and so big that it's undeniable. So anyways, we have chatted way long.
I know we have.
I get into talking about this.
Thanks so much for watching, listening in, and take advantage and check it out. See if it works for you.
Yeah. Thanks, Sandy, for being here with us.
Yeah, you're so awesome.
And thanks for letting me go gaga and chatting about meditation.
Yeah.
All right. If you're interested in all the other things that we offer, you can go to hopmuffinmedia.com.
Yeah. Or they could go to temperamenttwins.com or gwenjuvenal.com. All those are fabulous ways to kind of connect with us.
Yeah. And also this, of course, my YouTube channel. I talk about different kinds of soul play here and do a lot of fun stuff. So check out my other videos, and we will see you soon. Feel free to send us a message, whatever you like.
Yeah.
We'd love it all. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye. Have a great morning. Da-dee-da-dee-da-dee.